Happy Tuesday, everybody. Keep vibing high because I'm going to go in as I'm live right now for a while. All right, for a while. I'll be on here for a minute. I'm going to go in. Let's wait for some more folks to come up on in here. And I'm going to speak on a lot of things as it relates to this topic here. The fact that you vibe so high that you cannot be reached. All right, so let's wait for some more folks to come up in here. I'm standing up today. So let's do it. Let's wait for some more of you guys to come up in here. Thank you guys so much for supporting the Mindset Elevator. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you guys. All right, I hope you guys can hear me well. So I'm about to go in. It's a little bit of a different setup. I normally am not standing, but today I'm deciding to stand, all right? Stand on it, right? Stand up and vibe real high. And everything that you do, you gotta vibe high. I'm telling you, you gotta live life, man. You gotta vibe. And sometimes you are the vibe, and it's like people can't reach you because of the fact that you vibe so high. All right, and you're gonna see the signs of the fact that you vibe too high for most people. All right. Hey Tayshion, hope you're doing well. Hey Bike Warrior, thank you guys for being here on this Tuesday evening impromptu live stream. All right, I'm here though. I'm here and I'm thankful for all of you. I'm happy you guys gave me the opportunity to have a platform here to speak on things, man. I'm telling you, I'm so thankful. Hey Ara, hope you're doing well. Hey everybody. I'm gonna be on here for a little bit to talk about the fact that you vibe really, really high to the point where you cannot be reached. You simply can't, people trying to, when you vibe too high, it's almost symbolic. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's symbolic. When I say you vibe so high that you can't be reached, there's a symbolic element here that it pretty much means that you cannot be disturbed. Mentally, you cannot be disturbed. You cannot be disrupted. Up here, upstairs, you can't be troubled. That's how high you vibe. It could be people right around you who are trying to quite literally destroy your spirit or destroy the vibe of everything. And you vibe too high for these folks. Like, they cannot get to you. You're too high. It's situations where, and you may see me bracing my ring light here because it's kind of getting a little windy out here, but you may vibe so high that even folks sitting beside you, they can't reach you. You know what I mean? Like, you could really, really be sitting beside some folks. They're talking to you, you're talking to them. And somewhere along the line, they're going to see that you vibe so high that they can't even get to you. They can't get to you, but they're sitting right next to you. What does that mean? That means you vibe very high spiritually. You're a high viber, high vibrational individual. All right. Yeah, Ara says floating right now and they're scrambling. Oh, totally. Totally. A higher influence says, I'm so close to Jesus. Right. Hey, Perry, hope you're doing awesome. Authentic Aura, I'm happy that you're here, that you caught a live. It's an impromptu live, totally. But I'm here and I'm happy to do it. And I feel really connected to a lot of you here. So it's only natural for me to want to really come on here and really speak on things. Like, I love it. I love to do it. So you vibe too high, man. I'm telling you, you vibe way too high. It's like people are trying to get at you. Some people are going to try to lie on you, mock you, disturb you in various ways. And they're kind of like a roaring engine of a motorcycle, a motorbike, trying to like just come into your life and just rip everything apart. And they're not going to be able to do that effectively because you vibe too high. You vibe way too high for these individuals to reach you. It's not reasonable, And once again, these individuals may very well still have access to you, but they know they don't vibe on your level. That's why you're going to see you're hanging around certain folks or you're around certain people that just don't seem to be on your level. They don't seem to be able to keep up basic conversations or basic vibes. It's like, where's the vibe, It's like, it reminds me of that Kendrick Lamar track, Don't Kill My Vibe. Don't kill my vibe. Don't end it. Don't stop this, what I'm on right now. right? And some people will do that. They'll try because they're miserable inside and they don't actually like to see high vibrating people because it irks them, because it quite literally contradicts with the way that they are, with the way they live life, man. And I love that Kendrick Lamar track. When that track came out, Don't Kill My Vibe, it's like, wow, you know, because he's speaking facts. Do not disturb what I'm on right now. Don't try to impede what I'm on, right? Because it's going to have consequences when you do, right? And not consequences that we will put forth on other individuals. It's just due process. It's just what's going to happen because of the actions people take towards us. Jay says, hope the best for them and keep it moving. Absolutely. Michael, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. You said, thank you. Yep. Yeah, Ethereal Seer says 5D paradigm. Right. Beverly, yes, I am from Canada. I'm from Toronto. I love my country. Yes, there's a lot of things going on, but I do love where I'm from. Jay says, misery loves company. Be careful. Yeah, Authentic Aura says we can't be touched. Right. Right. Exactly. Ethereal Seer also says we are on a higher reality now. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, Authentic Aura says they love to mess with the ones in peace. Why would that be? Why would that be? The Chosen 1985 says, what's that accent? Are you from the Caribbean? My mother and father are both from Jamaica, but I'm Canadian born, raised, born in Canada. Ethereal says they asked me for too much truth. Too much truth, and you could spread that, you know what I mean? It's totally possible that when you are a truth teller, you're going to be cut out of it. You're going to be cut out of whatever group, whatever clique, whatever dynamic that do not follow these truthful regimens. Oh, no doubt. No doubt. Hey Dean, hope you're doing well. Hey Goldie, nice to see you guys. Follow Goldie, guys. I'm telling you, Goldie has some awesome content. All right, if you guys are looking for the best colognes, best perfumes, scents and style, Goldie's been rocking here. I've seen him for a long time, guys. I highly recommend you check him out. Highly recommend you check him out. Uplift, you know, uplift. Yep. This is the thing. It's like, I could be vibing, right? Like totally just doing my own thing, minding my own business. I like to connect with people around me because I love humanity. I love to connect. I'm not bougie like that. I like to connect with people from all walks of life. When growing up in Toronto, man, there's all faces from all nations. That's how I grew up. And I know what people try to force feed me with, oh, you shouldn't hang with these groups of people, you shouldn't be talking to these people. These are the same people. It's like they're the nicest people you'd ever know, right? Growing up in a multicultural city, I learned that when the vibe is right, man, you know, and it doesn't matter where these people come from, what countries they come from. I'm hearing, it's like, wow. You know, I've had friends from Afghanistan and Somalia. They're the nicest people I've ever known. They take you into their home. They'll feed you. They'll clothe you. They'll do everything nice for you. You know, they treat you like one of their own. And it's like, and you know the vibe. The vibe's good. The vibe doesn't have to match who you are as a person from where you come from. Be careful what you're force fed, of course, right? When the vibe is right, there's no denying it. When the vibe is right, you just know. The same people that people try to kill the vibe, you know, I'm vibing with certain folks. Oh, don't hang with them. Don't talk to them. You don't match them, or you shouldn't be talking to these groups of people. It's like, why? Why? What's wrong with them? What's wrong? You know, what's going on here? I've had people try to impede a union I was pursuing, especially in friendship terms, you know? Oh, why are you hanging out with this person? Why are you hanging out with that person? I heard they're no good. I've literally had circumstances where people are coming to me saying, oh, don't vibe with them, or you cannot vibe with them because these are people that you cannot trust. I heard she did this, he did that. And it's like, I haven't seen what you've seen, or I haven't seen what you're claiming, right? So until I see it for myself, I'm gonna make, I'm gonna do what I do. I'm not gonna just not talk to this person or not give them a chance because your issues with them, that's not my issue, right? So it's like, let me figure it out for myself. Let me wade the waters myself. Let me vibe with who I want to vibe with. I've had people trying to tear down friendships, unions, relationships, all of these crazy things because they don't like to see something budding. All right. They don't want to see something grow. They don't want to see something flourish because they're jealous, because they're hateful for whatever reason. They don't want to see it happen. I can vibe with anybody, but not everybody can vibe with me. You're probably going to see it in your own life too. It's like you can get down with anybody. All right. You could chill, you could talk, you can hang, but not everybody can hang with you like that. Not because of you, but because of them, because they can't bring themselves to do it, or they're jealous, too jealous to give you the light of day. All right. It happens where people are just too overwhelmed with the differences between you and them. They cannot get down to your level, or they cannot be humble enough to really get to know the person that you are. And throughout my life, I've had people critique me for who I hang with, who I talk to. And yes, some of these people have been unsavory characters. There's no doubt about it. But a lot of the times it was racially inclined, or a lot of the times it was because of stereotypes and prejudices that I'm not into. I'm not into that type of stuff. Don't talk to me about that stuff. Let me vibe with who I vibe with. That's the bottom line. That's how I see it. And I still see it to this day just like that. It's the same people that I vibe with. People are trying to paint it as though this should not work or this should not fly. These are the most hospitable, kindest people you'll ever know. And I thank God, that I was brought up in a city like Toronto, because I don't feed into all that media stuff. I know what's going on. It's all about conquering and dividing. It's all about creating division between various groups of people, or trying to not let people mingle, intermingle, whatever the case might be. I don't move like that. I like who I like, I like who I like. You could be from anywhere. You can have any backstory, and if I like you, that's it, until you give me a reason not to, of course, right? So it's not everybody that can vibe. Not everybody's going to understand your vibe. Some people will see that you vibe too high. I know people who, for example, it's like, I can hang with them and their folks, but they can't hang with me and my folks. They can't bring themselves to do that. And then you wonder why. What's the issue? I mean, we were able to accommodate you, but you can't accommodate us. What's wrong with us? It's like we're the expendables or something. Like they can't hang with us or something. That's how they are moving, like, right? And so you're going to see that not everybody is looking at you as their cup of tea, cup of joe. Some people just cannot vibe with you. A lot of times it is because of superficial purposes, all right, where you may not look the part, you may not have everything all put together, and that kind of distorts their reality, or it distorts what they're trying to aim for, or what they're, the image they're trying to uphold. And so you will be outed because you don't fit the criteria, fit the lifestyle of what they're trying to pursue or what they're trying to put up here, right? Yep, Mario says I'm a whole positive vibe. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ethereal Seer says agents are assigned to chosen ones like the Truman Show to keep them acting along with the movie script. Totally. I feel that. And that's the thing too. It's that sometimes when you're a high vibrational person, I feel like I spoke about this quite recently. When you're a high vibrational individual, you're going to attract low vibrational people as well. People who don't move like you, don't talk like you, don't have the same sort of regimens as you. And on the face of things, it's not really problematic. But, it can impede you. It can disrupt you in a certain type of way. Because you're trying to bring the high vibes, you're trying to bring awesome vibes. You're just trying to hang with everybody, chill with everybody, and not everybody's trying to do the same thing with you. It's like they're trying to test you. They're trying to test you to see whether or not you're real or whether or not you're true. And then you have to wonder what's going on in the minds of these individuals, you know? What's the problem? What don't you understand, right? So in everything that you do, it could be the most uplifting ventures that you embark on. These same situations that you're about to go on an odyssey with, you're going to come across people who have a problem with you, who cannot vibe with you, who cannot chill with you. In fact, you vibe so high that people literally cannot reach you. Like, it's almost like people, they know how you are, they know what your spirit is, but because you vibe so high, it's like they don't have that spirit, they don't have that high vibrational spirit, so you're unreachable. They cannot talk to you, they cannot hang with you, they cannot chill with you, they cannot get any advice because they're never going to take it. It's like you're too great for a lot of people to be able to respect you, to respect your spot in their world. They will not respect it. They will not respect your insight or what you have to say. And it's simply because you vibe too high. You know, like, they're not used to people telling it like it is. They're not used to people telling them, you know, what they need to know. Sometimes you can vibe too high for the people around you. And it does coincide with being too real for most people around you, you know, where it's like you're too real. And if you're around a bunch of fake people, yeah, no doubt you're going to be the aggravator in the situation, where it's like, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to show off? Are you trying to be somebody you're not? And a lot of the times you're just being yourself, you know, but people are not down with that. They're not down. They're not used to this. They're not used to you speaking your mind, being real, being true, being open. Like, who does that, you know? And it's an anomaly these days, where being real is not common. Being real is like fleeting, you know, it's fleeting. It's almost conditional, right? Where people pretend to get what they want, or they pretend they play a part to get what they want. Who's really real to the core, right? Are you real to the core? You probably are, which is why you're met with a lot of backlash, why you're met with a lot of hate, a lot of targeting as well. It happens. Yeah, Goldie says on another stratosphere. Yeah, Dean says they're trying to water you down. Oh, for sure. You know, people are going to try to water you down so that you don't seem as significant, or you don't seem as important as you actually are. Oh, they don't want you to come out, pop out, and look like, oh, you know what you're talking about here. They want to make it seem like you don't know nothing, or you're on the same level as the herd, which you're not. You're elevating higher than most people around you. You're getting everything you want more than people around you, because you've been hand selected to do that. All right. So it's like, it's just like that. H says, good evening, Andrea. We're gravitating towards the top of the world on the mindset today, and we're elated to be on board with you. Thank you for the high vibes, H. Thank you. And Creative Solutions, thank you kindly for that. That's really nice of you. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much. Yeah. Thank you, Edward, for the positive vibes. Sky says, go ahead, beautiful, talk your stuff. We appreciate your words. And I appreciate you guys' presence here. You know what I mean? It's very uplifting. We all go through things. Everybody deserves to live their best life, right? Without being impeded. Yeah, all in since 96 says we be knowing. Mm-hmm. Yep. Blessed says, are you on TikTok? I made a TikTok, but I never posted on TikTok because I don't really like TikTok like that. And I'm being honest, like I made a TikTok and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should post some things on it, but I couldn't get into it. I could not bring myself to be pulled into TikTok. All right. And it's interesting because TikTok has taken over, right? And a lot of TikTok content is on YouTube. But It's not my thing. It's not my thing. I'm being honest. It's not my thing. It's not my vibe. You know? Josh says the seven deadly sins has greed, and not sharing knowledge is greed. That's deep. Stephanie says love from Germany. Thank you for your gift. We love you. Thank you from Germany. That's awesome. That is awesome. How's the weather in Germany? I don't really know what city in Germany, you know what I mean? It probably varies city to city. Of course, let it be known what's Germany looking like right now in terms of climate. What's going on there? Yeah, AJ says when you're well articulated, accountable, and on your journey, you will be rejected, face backlash. Oh, no doubt. That's just something that comes with the territory. It comes with the territory. Like when you have embarked on a different journey than the majority of people around you, it's inevitable. It goes without saying that there's going to be caveats. There's going to be little hidden things that we didn't really account for. We didn't really anticipate, weren't really thinking about. It happens. You know, it happens. You're going to have haters. You're going to have a lot of haters popping up like gophers. You're thinking to yourself, what did I do to you? And the bottom line is you don't have to do nothing to anybody. People who don't even know you will attack you. People who don't even know you will get at you and try to demean you by making you get into your head about who you are as a person. But they don't know you like you know you. So what is the argument here? How is this viable? It's not a viable argument. You know, there's no rebuttal that people can give talking to someone who knows themselves, right? You know you. There's nothing, no. You know you. Stephanie says it's warming up in Hamburg, Germany, but still not quite summer. Wow, Hamburg, nice. Hamburg, that's great. Fatima says, hello, had to log out and come back in to see the chat box. Hey, y'all. Aces are in the house. I like that. We be vibrating vibes, y'all. Yup. Yup. Edward says, I don't understand how they're scared because we're nice. LOL and jealous. What use is that? And it's because, this is the thing, Edward. This is the thing that's a really awesome point. How are they scared? How are they not? How are they intimidated by somebody's nice demeanor or somebody's natural aura, good spirit? How can that be? It's because it's exposing who they're not. You know, oftentimes it has very little to do with who we really are, and it's more to do with them and who they are or who they're not, right? So if you're a high vibrating person and the people who are hating on you are not, it's a natural thing. They're naturally not gonna like you. They're naturally gonna have a problem with you. Of course, not everybody takes it that far. There are some people who loathe you but stay silent, you know, and they don't really make it into a spectacle. And there are other people. They see that you're nice, they see that you're sweet, and they will take it far. They will attack you. They will make it very known. They will be aggressive. They will hate. They will mock all types of crazy things because they cannot get a grip on their emotions. They cannot get a grip on their feelings as it pertains to you. So it can go pretty far. It can go far, no doubt. And Letitia, thank you so much for that. That's so generous of you. I appreciate that. Thank you so very much. And to all of you here on the Mindset Elevator for this live stream, I'm so thankful. Yeah, Ola says, I'm currently experiencing this at work. It happens. You can vibe so high at the workplace. It's like is everybody miserable around here? You know what I mean? It's like ragweed blowing. It's like, this place is dried up. This place has no life. This place has no joy, no hope. And sometimes you are the joy, you are the hope, you are the light, you are the beacon of light that just illuminates everything that has been going wrong, everything that has been going awry. Sometimes it's you. Carlos Dyer says, keep going, you're on point. Thank you kindly. Yeah, Josh says, if it's not addressed, it cannot be corrected. Absolutely. Hattie says, where are you from? I'm from Toronto, Canada. Yep, so, you know, you're unreachable now because you vibe too high. All right, you vibe too high. People don't like it. People don't like how you smile. You're cheery. It's like, wow, so now my smile is a point of contention? Really? That's where it's come to now. Me happy, or me growing myself, or me getting more. That's a point of contention. That's what everybody's pressed about. And you'll be surprised. You'd be very surprised how many people just are pressed about the fact that you're getting higher in life now. Oh, there's going to be plenty of people who want to expose you for getting higher in life. Oh, totally. People that you know, people that you don't know, it doesn't even matter. They all have the same faces. You know, they all have the same way. And they could be from anywhere, and they all have the same initiative here, right? And it's because sometimes you could be so good that people have to debunk you. They have to debunk it. They have to debunk your character. They have to debunk your spirit. It's something that is kind of like an anomaly that they have to kind of like dispute. Are you truly that great? Are you truly that high vibrational? Are you truly? And a lot of it is self, loathing and projection for the hater. The hater may have a lot of issues within themselves that they are projecting outwards to the people who they feel inferior to. It happens. Adelaida Gonzalez says they use you like a doormat. Somebody that they could just walk on, walk all over, treat any type of way, talk to any type of way. And you're supposed to take it, apparently. You're supposed to take it and be dormant in your own life while they take over. These are narcs. These are narcs. Ara says, literally just miserable. And misery loves company. Do not open that door. Joy McLean says, hey sis, I've experienced that all my life. I used to think something was wrong with me. No, don't let anybody make you feel like vibing high is something that should be frowned upon. All right, when you vibe high, that's just your spirit. That's just who you are. That's who you were meant to be. And that will literally expose the misery that has taken over this world. All right, when you vibe high and people start tripping, that's not a normal reaction. That should not be something that is normalized. It shouldn't be something that's, like we've accepted it now. You know what I mean? In the sense that, this keeps happening. I vibe high, I get a hater or two. I smile, people are trying to destroy the smile. Yes, in one way, we think it's normal. We're used to it, but it shouldn't be normalized. It shouldn't be like that. We've been conditioned quite a bit, to accept a lot of finicky things in this world. We've been conditioned. We've been force-fed ideologies that do not make sense, that do not align with our spirits. It was forced down our tracheas, all right? And so it's like now, because a lot of us have been awakened to the reality of things, to the real nitty-gritty of our world, of our life, of who we are, of who everybody else is. Nothing's a secret now. Everything's out in the open. You're going to be met with backlash because people are not trying to see the truth. They're not trying to see you vibe high. And when you start vibing high, watch the haters come out of the bushes, ready to attack. They've been thinking about it, They want to see. They've been seeing you go up. They've been seeing you get more in life. It's not a coincidence that these individuals are coming out when you shine bright now, all right? Because maybe they remember when your lights were more dim. Now you're shining bright. Oh, they're attracted to the light, like a moth to a light. They're attracted to you. Marcus says, raise your vibration, guys. Josh says, usually they feel like that because they don't know if you know what they do behind your back. Of course. Yep. Very true. Joshua, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Jay's World says, and I like this, Jay's World says, I'm tired of overplaying my part with people. And you're going to feel like you did too much. You did too much, but what was too much? You just being real? You just being you? That's too much, you know what I mean? And you're going to feel like that because it's like it's not being reciprocated. You're vibing so high, you're giving people all your love, all your support, all everything you got, everything that's positive emanating out of you, and these individuals, they don't give nothing back. Seems like all they have is negativity. All they have to give to you is just cut eyes and gossip and lies and tall tales that go nowhere, that are, that are meant to make you feel bad as a person. So sometimes you can vibe just way too high, and the fact that you vibe really really high, it's like you're on a whole other level that people are not able to attain. They're not able to get to your rank. They're not able to get to your position or spot of high vibrations because they do not vibe high. That's just not in them. Not to say it will never be or it will never materialize. Of course it could if they cared enough, or if they changed, or if there was reform here, right? But a lot of times reform, it's void, right? They're not doing everything they can do to be uplifting people, to be open-minded people. And yes, you're gonna be attacked because you are open-minded and because you can vibe. And it's like, I like a mixed bunch. I like to hang with different kinds of people from different countries, and that just vibe, and different age groups and things like that, because I'm open to learning and I like that. And so I can totally appreciate building connections and growing something from nothing, right? From a chance encounter. A lot of the times the connections I build are just by chance, or that's what it seems like, but then I do see that I meet certain people, or I met certain people along the way for particular reasons that were not quite clear in that instance or in that moment of time, right? So I can appreciate that. There's a lot of people that I've, the connections that me and them had withered away. It doesn't exist anymore. But I'm not ignorant. I know the reason why they were in my life at the time was for deeper causes. You know what I mean? Like, it was to teach me something about myself, or to teach me something about friendship, love, whatever the case might be. And though they may not be around, there was a time that we vibed. There was a time that we hung, we chilled, and now we don't hang, now we don't chill, but it was not all in vain. You learn from the people that you vibe from or vibe with, even if they're not around you, or even if they're you don't talk to them anymore, right? So, yep. Yep. Dubs, you said we was born like this. Haters get jealous. We can't help it. God got us. Oh, yeah. And of course, we're not trying to get people in that energy. They put themselves there. We didn't put them in that energy. It was a mental thing. They got themselves there mentally. Then they outwardly started acting on it. That's just how it goes sometimes. So, when it comes to vibing with people, for me personally, I like to go in with an open heart, an open mind. And once again, I could vibe with anybody. Doesn't mean that I'm going to be friends with everybody. Doesn't mean that I'm going to be we're going to have a long time connection here. It's simply to say that I can appreciate the process of getting to know somebody, hanging, being hospitable, being kind, friendly. You never know. You never know where it will take you. You never know. And so that is why I always walk into a connection with an open mind, right? I do understand that when people get to know me, they're going to see that, there's certain things about me that you're going to find out, or you're going to know. It may not align with how you move or what you're used to, but don't let it affect what we're building here, you know? Be open-minded, and not everybody's open-minded. Of course, we're not having these direct conversations with that kind of verbiage, you know? You just go into it with an open mind, and you're going to sit with people, you're going to talk to people. People are going to see how you are, they're going to see what you're building, they're going to see what you stand for, and they're not going to want to be around you again, you know? They're going to see it one time, hanging with you one time, you're not their cup of tea because you're just too different than them, right? And they can't get down with that, and that's okay. You probably know going into a lot of connections. I know for one, like these days, man, when I get to know somebody, I'm saying, I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know where this is gonna go, because I've had so many instances where I'm trying to be the best person I can be to an outsider, to somebody who does not know me well, who is just getting acquainted. I don't get my hopes up. I go into it more simply, more innocently. We see where this goes, right? It could go anywhere. But I understand, I've seen through patterns that it doesn't always flourish into anything spectacular, right? I may be nice with someone. They may, you know, exchange pleasantries with me. And at the end of the day, we'll never hang again. We'll never talk again. We'll never see each other again, because we were not each other's cup of tea. Not because anyone did anything negative. A lot of the times, just being a real one, they just don't know what to do with you. They don't know how to navigate this, you know? It's like that. It's like that sometimes. Edward says, most people are like, how can I use you? And sometimes it's for power. How can I overpower you? Oh, absolutely. Of course, because power is everything, like money is, right? That's what makes the world go round. So it's like, unfortunately, people are deeply riddled with insecurities. And to regain or to hide to regain a sense of self, or to hide the insecurities, they need to put forth power trips in order to get their bearings and to be somebody in this world. They will use people at their disposal to achieve this. So you will see people trying to control or monopolize or trying to do certain things in your life that it's very clear it's not in your best interest, it's for them. And why would they want to take it their way if it's your life? You know, so there are some people who you're going to come across, if you haven't yet, you probably will see people who are trying to control your life or dictate what happens in your life because they have low self-esteem. They see that you're vibrating high. If you're vibrating high, it is inferred, if that's the right word. It's assumed, it's implied that you have high confidence, all right? If you know who you are and you vibe high, it is assumed that there's no messing with you, all right? There's no messing, no one's gonna get into your head about you. You know who you are. No one from the outside is gonna tell you anything, all right? So it's just like that. You know what I mean? Where people are just not going to be able to overpower you because you know you. They don't know you better than you know you. That's ridiculous, you know? And a lot of these people, they don't know themselves. So how are they knowing you more than they know themselves, right? I mean, a lot of these things are created up here. You know, these delusions, power trips, ego trips. This stuff is, to be honest, it's destroying a lot of the possible unions and connections that could have been built, right? But instead, people's minds get in the way. It happens. Skylar, thank you so much for the high vibes. Jim, thank you so much. Yeah, Fatima says a turnoff when they try too hard to get to us. It is such a turnoff. Run for the hills, folks. And you know, it's odd. I've had those instances as well. I love being around people, but I don't like being around people like that. I hope that makes sense. You know, I can totally appreciate building connections, but If you're trying to just be on me like white on rice, there's something off here. Sometimes you vibe so high that people kind of see you as a source of energy, power, elevation, because you just vibe so, I mean, you're high, you're unreachable. A lot of these people can't even reach you, so there's going to be desperation that you see poking out at the edges, you know. People are going to try to come at you, trying to be around you too much, trying to be in your energy, you know, to where it's like, can I get a breather? Can I get a break? What is the incentive here? What are you getting out of this? There's some people who want to siphon your energy. You know, there's some people who see that you vibrate so high. Of course, if you're a beacon of energy, if you're a beacon of light, if you live life, if you are untouchable, if you're reaching for the stars, oh, of course, there's going to be people who are going to come right out of the bushes and they're going to take you down to their level or to their zone, and they're going to take you for everything you've got. You know what I mean? Some people are just like that. Because rather than build or heal or whatever it is, do their own thing, nah, that takes too long. They don't like the process. They want to quicken it. They want to expedite it by siphoning you. So you got to be careful. Josh says, I try to help people see things and I may be misinterpreted like that. I just realized my next goal. Thank you. No, and you know what? A lot of times we try to help people. We try to help people reach their goals. We try to help people reach higher heights. Not for a personal incentive that we're pursuing, but because we love them. We care about them. We want to see them go higher. Anybody we can help, we're happy about it. Not everybody's happy about it though, you know. You probably have tried to help people because you vibe high. When you vibe high, you have an affinity a lot of the times by default to help, to aid, to render aid. You know, you're just that type of person. Some people are going to see you rendering aid as kind of you just being a little stuck up. You know, you being kind of full of yourself and you thinking you know everything. And it's not about knowing everything. It's not about being everything. It's about being real. It's about being you. It's about your spirit is putting you on the map. Your spirit is putting you in a position to want to render aid, right? Some people are going to be like, oh, why do I need to listen to you? Why do I need to talk to you? Who are you compared to me? I could do my own thing. I don't need to listen to you. And you're going to be met with backlash. A lot of times when you try to help people, it's going to backfire. You know? And one thing I want you guys to be aware of is that, you know, in this lifetime, you are going to be a target for almost everything you could possibly conjure up in your mind under the sun. You're going to be targeted for everything from your looks to your demeanor, to your work, to your man, woman, your relationship, to your kids and how you raise them, to your money, to your wallet, to the things you drive, the way you take to work. I mean, the place you work at, everything that you do is going to be heavily critiqued, under heavy surveillance by people who don't know what they're doing. All right? So that's one thing I wanted to make, and you know, and you're going to be gaslit. You're going to be gaslit because people do not want to believe that you vibe that high, you know, that you're that real, that you're that true. No, people don't want to come to terms with that. It pains them because in a way, and remember, this is all really self-inflicted. This is self-inflicted. They're doing this to themselves, you know. They conjure up all these delusional scenarios of you being like this or this being like that and this, that, and the third. They conjured it up in their own mind. Their mind is their own, and they let it seep out. Whatever they conjured up, the dark thoughts they conjured up, they let it seep out. The gaslighting, that's them. That's their insecurities. You know, you vibing high. Oh no, you're fake. You're fake because no one vibes that high. The amount of times I've been called fake or I've been called all these types of names, I just look at these people like, wow, you know, because you don't even know me like that. And if you got to know me, you'd be singing a different tune. A lot of people be singing different tunes if they just got to know you. Now you're just a memory to them. All right, you're just a memory, a fleeting thought, a fleeting hope, dream, whatever. That's why a lot of you have people hitting you up now, all right, trying to hit you up now, trying to talk to you now, because they see now that you were is a real one. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like that. It's just like that. So, throughout your lifetime, you're going to be gaslit. You're going to be called out on your name because you're a unique person, a unique presence in a lot of rooms that you grace. That's just not it's not to be argued. It's not to be argued. You are that light. All right. And, you're going to be gaslit. People are going to be tripping when you come around, man. I'm telling you, people are going to be up in arms about you. Up in arms. I have been gaslit more times these days in my adult years than I could ever recall. All right. And it's because I've changed my train of thought. I've changed my regimens. I have changed the way that I live. I don't come from this beautiful life. I am somebody who came from a lot of strife. It's a lot of things that happen in my life no one really knows about. No one would really understand. Like, you know what I mean? It's like things people don't really know about, but they think that you're talking now. So it's like they're not seeing the in-between. They're not seeing the gray areas, They're not seeing everything that is to be seen, and that's okay. Everywhere I go, there are trolls, there are people, there are skeptics. And I'm cool with that. I'm all right that there are skeptics. I'm all right that people don't fully understand who I am or don't fully understand what is real or want to take into account what is beyond them. We are humans, We have free will. We can live the life we want to live. When you vibe really high, you're going to be targeted by people who hardly even know you. People just see your face. He's full of it. She doesn't know what she's talking about. They don't even know their life's makeup. They could not decipher that to you. They could not explain it. You know what I mean? They could not explain what their life is looking like, who they are. Oh, but they know who you are, though. It's crazy. And the thing about what I stand for too, is that, I was not always like this. I'm being honest with you. I was somebody who was more in the mindset of, woe is me. Come what may. I'm not going to try too hard. I'm not going to do too much because doing too much is risky. Doing too much is going to put me in a bad position. So let me keep my mouth shut, sit down, take a few seats, not do too much, not try too hard. This is too hard. I've literally stifled my own learning, really stalled my own growth because of lack of confidence or lack of believing in myself, But even amongst my elementary groups and high school and college, my various college courses, trying to find myself, it's like I always tried to vibe high. That was something that was non-negotiable. I always tried to vibe high. 50 people around me or only 2, only 1, that is okay. I still want to make sure I vibe high. That is something that's not up for debate. It's not something that can be tampered with. And I see certain people around me, they're only going to hang with certain folks who could bring them to another level, who could give them a certain life that they want to live. And I don't care about that type of stuff. I care about really and truly going up, really and truly about the truth. And I was never like that all the time. I used to grow up like not caring enough, not caring, not thinking, right? Not fully reckless, but teetering on that, certainly. Teetering on just come what may. Come what may. I don't care enough, That used to be my mentality. I'm not on here to claim that I'm this person who knows everything or who's higher than everybody. I have a story. I have a backstory, as everybody does. But I have been awakened, you know what I mean? And I know what's going on. And through all the trials and tribulations I've been through, I still vibed high. I mean, come on. What am I supposed to do? Just sit down and let rain come on me? Let everything just turn damp and musty and hopeless? I gotta go up. And I realize as I'm ascending, not everybody's doing it. Not everybody's trying to do all that. Not everybody's trying to get better. Not everybody's awakened. Not everybody sees things for how they are. Even if they do see, their eyes are wide shut. They don't care. They don't want to open their eyes to what's really going on. Then I'm the one they attack. Don't talk. That's how they want it. Don't talk. Don't say nothing. Be quiet. You know, you don't know what you're talking about, but I know exactly what I'm talking about. And that's what spooks them, you know? So I could vibe with anybody. And I've been gaslit for the people who I vibe with, for the people who I talk to. I've seen people actively trying to impede me building connections with certain folks because they don't want the high vibes to continue. They don't want to see that because they know I don't vibe with them, you know? So they want to stop what they see brewing outside of them, you know? So I gotta keep it real. You have to keep it real. You have to keep, you know, speak on what is real. Hang with who you want to hang with. Your workplace, they don't vibe as high as you. If you're having troubles in your workplace, you're coming in with a smile, right? I mean, you're not even trying to cause any trouble. You're coming in with a smile. You're here to do your work. You're here to be pleasant. You're not bringing your problems from home into the workplace. You're doing everything you can to uplift, to get your job done. You're dedicated. You're reliable. These people are acting like, who do you think you are? You know what I mean? Who are you? Keeping in mind, they put you on the team. Why did they put you on the team? Is it because you vibe too high? You know, they didn't realize you vibe so high, but now after the fact, they're seeing now. That's how it is a lot of the times. They didn't know that you vibe so high. After the fact, they realize, as bugs are swarming me, you know, it's like that sometimes. It is like that where, you know, you can be the only person in that place that's vibing high and everybody's kind of like at a stalemate. Nobody's really feeling too high, feeling too good about anything, you know? So you're the aggravator, inadvertently becoming that individual to this dynamic, in this workplace, in that family. Because they're bearing witness to your greatness. They're bearing witness that you're not like everybody else out here, right? So don't be gaslit. There's going to be a lot of trolls. There's going to be a lot of people who are saying, you're nothing. You're nothing. Who are you? No, you know, they're going to try to dispute it. They're going to try to make it seem like, you know, you're the type of person that is being fake or just talking, but you're not really making sense. You're talking and you're making sense that they do not comprehend. You know, they don't go that deep. All right, they're worried about that. They don't go that deep. When you start finding out who you are, and when you start getting a clue or getting a sense of what your position is on this planet, you're going to be met with backlash. You're going to be met with people who cannot sit with you. They can't hang. They can't talk to you. They cannot have a decent, semi-decent at the minimum. They cannot hang with you like that because you vibe too high. All right? Because you're on a whole other level mentally. Mentally sound, mentally good. You're good. Your mental tenacity is unmatched. Right? To where it's like these individuals become, you know, they come up to you with trepidation. They're not even trying to come at you in confidence because they don't even know how to approach you a lot of the times, right? So it's like sometimes you vibe so high that people even next to you cannot reach you. They cannot relate to you. They cannot offer any viable advice that you offer them. They cannot reciprocate what you give to them. They will talk your name down deep into the ground because they do not understand your way of being. They don't understand the greatness that is standing right in front of them. All right? That's just how it is, you know? Even in your line of work, whatever it is that you do, people are going to be skeptical of your position on the planet. Even if there's accolades, even if there is proof, even it doesn't matter what you've got. That's why you have to be good up here. It doesn't matter what you've got. If you have your mind, if your mind's right, you have everything. What do you have to really worry about? Because you're going to figure it out because your mind's right. Of course, if your mind's not right, it's going to be really hard to figure things out. So if your mind's right, you're already on the up and up. You're already 10 steps ahead of most people. Materialism, all bark, no bite. You know, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't really, you got to have your mind right. And so that is why a lot of the times, you know, when you could vibe with people, your mind's right, you have a clear head, you know exactly what you're doing, you know what you're trying to build, you know what you're trying to be, you're trying to be cool, you're trying to be good, you're trying to be that uplifting, high vibrational individual that you were called to be. Not everybody can get on board with that, you know, because it's a rarity. And believe it or not, it's a rarity. That's why you're going to have people saying, people are going to be coming at you like, who do you think you are? You know what I mean? Like, who are you? Because they don't come across people like you. You're strange to them. You're alien to them. Everything about you is foreign. Even if you grew up with these people, they're looking at you like you come from some other place, you know? And that's how it's going to be like sometimes. Tiana, nice to see you. I'm happy you're here. Love your energy. Thank you so much for that. Soraya says, my manager don't like light. Oh boy. That's problematic, isn't it? That's problematic. I'm telling you. A lot of people don't like light and those good vibes. I'll literally be just completely vibing with people around me. Stank face, backhanded compliments. I'm like, what about our exchange here warranted such a rebuttal here? You know what I mean? What in the world? How did this happen? You vibe too high. You just vibe too high. If you're doing all the right things and people are making it seem like you're just spewing hatred or you're spewing negativity, they're not used to this light of yours. They're not. Dub says, yeah, my family don't know me anymore. They always want me to act a fool, but I'm just good. They're just jealous. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm telling you, it's pretty murky when it comes to family. Very murky. Very murky. Joshua says, one day they seem okay, the next day, evil looks, evil eye, evil stares, you know? What is that? Once again, what did we do to get this kind of treatment? What did we do to warrant such a reaction or a reception? What did we do? Sometimes, you know, in fact, most of the time, it's just you being you. Kashmal, I hope I'm saying your name right. I really don't like mispronouncing names. Kashmal says you vibe and shine too high, and they want to dim your light. Keep vibing and shining, people. That's all you can really do. Be authentic. Yep. Joshua says it's our authenticity. It's a trigger. It's a trigger. Lady Gypsy Soul, Sabaraya from Singapore. I understand absolutely what you are saying. That's why I just toned down the lights. Some people just don't have it, so they feel intimidated. Don't dim your lights for anybody. You got to shine as you are meant to shine. And hello from Singapore. That's beautiful. That's amazing. That's what they want you to do. They want you to dim your light so that they could feel comfortable in your presence. If they feel uncomfortable, there's the door. Tough. You know what I mean? Tough. What are you supposed to do? like not be great or not be sweet or not have a high vibrational spirit because people are angry about it. You got to live your best life. You have to. You have to. Shine bright, man. I'm telling you. That's what they want. It's the people who have something negative to say about your positivity. You really got to wonder here, what's going on up here? What's going on? What's going on with you that me vibing high is a problem for you? Me speaking the truth is a point of contention, or me being myself you can't handle? There's a door. Bye. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Jacinda says turn that light up, not down. You gotta live life to the, that's what they want you to be like. Puppet. They're the puppeteer. You're the ventriloquist doll. They're pulling strings and you will perform as such. That's what they want, even down to your demeanor. People want you to be like them or be how they want you to present you. No, no. No, it can't be like that. It should not be like that. As I'm getting attacked by mosquitoes. Yeah, Ricky's world says shine even brighter. Exactly. Exactly. All right, everybody. So thank you guys so very much for stopping by on this stream. You have to understand that when it comes to vibrating high, not everybody's on that level. Not everybody's trying to reach that pinnacle. Not everybody's trying to be as amicable, not trying to be as personable as you. And you're just the one that decided, like, listen, I don't want to be like everybody else. I want to build connections out here. I want to be somebody different. As these flies are attacking me, I want to be somebody different. I want to be somebody who stands out. I want to be somebody who uplifts. You got to connect to uplift. You got to connect. There has to be a connection there. Don't switch up. If that is your vibe, vibe high. You're going to attract trolls. It just comes with the territory. You got to be keen on being yourself. Not everybody's going to get down with you like that. Nah, they're not about that. They're about seeing, you know, how can they bring you down to their level so they don't have to feel uncomfortable around you. Say sayonara, there's the door. All right, if you don't like me and I'm trying to go up, then bye. You know, there's nothing that you can do. How do you satiate these individuals? It's not your job or task to make them feel comfortable to be around you, you know? Crabs in a bucket, Josh says. Dub says, my mom called me just to see which number called her because I had a new number. Why don't you want to talk to me? I don't care. God got me. Oh, man. Family drama, man. I'm going to get more into family drama in more videos and more streams coming up. All right, everybody, because it's a huge problem. It's a huge problem when family moves funny. All right, so I know. All right, everybody. Fatima, thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much for everybody who donated generously by Super Chat. Thank you for everybody who liked the video or the live stream and who have been watching the live stream actively and commenting as well. I really appreciate all of you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Okay, everybody, keep up being uplifting, keep speaking your truth, keep doing what you guys do, keep vibrating high. You're gonna see it's a lonely road going up. It's a lonely road. It's desolate. It's like not a lot of people are going where you're trying to aim for. All right, a lot of people, they're just going to be sitting and watching, wondering how can they reach you because you vibe so high. You may not even have everything you want in this world, but you vibe so high. It seems like it. It seems like you're already good, like you have everything. So you got to keep moving in that way. All right, everybody. I love you guys all so much. I'll see you guys soon. All right, I'll stay connected. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. All right. Take care of yourselves. Love life. Live life to the fullest. And I'll see you guys, okay? Yeah, Reboot Choice LLC says it's lonely at the top. And I'll expand on that. I'll expand on that too. All right, everybody. Thank you so much and have a wonderful evening. Take care. Bye.